Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Knutstorp racetrack here in southern Sweden, where for the last few weeks the weather has been absolutely amazing. But of course, on race day, premiere day, the clouds came out. But that's not going to let us stop us from, ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of the first 100% electric junior touring car race. Ladies and gentlemen, the NXT Gen Cup. We're bringing that out today. That's right, we have an all-new race series, the NXT Gen Cup, a junior race series that will run alongside the STCC in 2023, which is also going electric. This creates the world's first fully national electric car touring championship. Now, it's the Knutstorp racing team that has taken it upon themselves, along with their partners, to create a viable racing ladder for young and upcoming drivers of all talents and genders to compete in the NXT Gen Cup. Now, when I say career ladder, what I mean is that the NXT Gen Cup has taken an immense amount of time and knowledge from racers of all across different types of veteran racing driving circuits to create a new approach for the drivers called Arrive and Drive. Now, with Arrive and Drive, a dedicated crew will take care of all aspects of all cars so the drivers can focus on two things. One, driving better on the track, and two, getting a great education being a NXT Gen driving cup. They simplify the process, they educate the drivers to create a next generation of touring drivers. Now, I've been talking for about 2 minutes and I'm already tired of hearing myself. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome in here Frank Knutstorp, the co-founder of the NXT Gen Cup, and Kent Olin. Gentlemen, would you please come over to the car? Ladies and gentlemen, please unveil the 2023 LRT NXT1. Now that is one beautiful car. I see a few hints of a little Mini in there. So as our cameraman gets these beautiful shots of this excellent, beautiful first generation car here, that is the LRT NXT1, I am joined by Mr. Frank Knutstorp of the Knutstorp Racing Crew, the man behind this. Sir,
Hi.
Tell me two things. Why? And tell me what's this all about.
It's a good question. I mean, we've been working on this project for a few years now, behind the scenes, secretly. So we're trying to fill a gap in motorsport at the moment, a career ladder for young drivers to get into the sport. And we want to make it possible for them to do it for a reasonable budget. And also, as you also mentioned, we want it to be easy. We want them to arrive, to drive, focus on the driving, and help them for a future career.
Okay. Now, you said this is for juniors. There's a junior tour series. Tell me more about the junior part of that.
So the drivers can enter, they have to be 14 years old.
Okay.
And we want to start early. Then they need to get the experience, and you can race until you're 25 years old.
So from 14 to 25?
Yes, exactly. And the winner of the championship will actually be the Swedish junior champion. So it's a pretty nice trophy at the end of the year for the winner.
Very, very excellent. So you've said this has taken a lot of time. You said this has taken a lot of money as well. What got you to do this? What was your main focus? Was it just trying to move on with racing and make it new, or what was behind that?
I mean, we want to help the junior drivers. That's the main initiative. And also to get this career ladder that we think doesn't exist today.
Right,
so it needs to step in a perfect step forward to the next step, which would then be STCC. And I mean, we love new technology.
Yes.
Going sustainable is important today, in these days. So that's also one of the key things to drive fully electric, which we are doing.
Yeah, perfect. Now, thank you for that. I'd like to be joined by now Mr. Kent Olin, one of the initiators of the NXT Gen Cup, and a dear friend of Swedish motorsports. Kent, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, you are one of the innovators of the NXT Gen Cup, and I want to know, how did Fredrik get you involved in this? What brought you in? Tell me about it.
I know Fredrik for many years, been with him when he was racing also, and we met each other in Dubai when I was look at the race there together with my son.
Yeah.
And I had a dream to give something back to the motorsport.
Okay.
I'm going to do it also for the motorcycle later on, but this is on the car side. And we started and discussed 3 years ago. And from that time, actually, I also entered the team in a different way. And we really had a hard time in the beginning to really find the ways how we shall do it. We had a lot of discussions with different car manufacturers. And finally we had the solution for it.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased and happy to be involved in this. And I look forward for next year for the racing.
Perfect. So 3 years.
Yes.
How does it feel right now to see that right behind you?
It's type of shaking to really see how it shall go. And now I'm just really happy. And the team have done a great job.
Perfect.
And in this short time, and we 6 months and actually on to making it complete.
Yeah.
There have been steps where have been no cars, and it's really I'm really happy.
Excellent.
and proud.
Perfect. Kent, Aline, thank you very much. Perfect. Well done. Well done. And I'd like to bring on a few drivers here. With me, joining me now, we have Oliver Söderström and Mille Sjöstrand. Please come on up. Now, Oliver, you are the current racer for Knutstorp Racing Team in the STCC. You'll be racing later on today 3 times. But you're also the reigning junior champion.
Exactly.
You've been in the car. Tell me, how is it to drive?
It's a really fun car to drive. You can really feel that it's a Mini. Coming from a BMW Mini family, it's so cool that Knutstorp Racing Team chose to do this with Mini as well. And I think it's the perfect car to start with. And I drove it yesterday, and it feels really cool. I think you can compare it a lot to the touring cars we're driving today, and there's a lot of similarities. So I think it's the perfect step.
Perfect. Now on to Mille. You can hand the mic over to Mille. You're part of the future that I've been talking about because currently you race go-karts.
Yeah.
Now, what does it mean to you to see this Next Gen Cup announced now and knowing that you're going to be a part of that next year? Tell me how that feels for you.
Yeah, it feels really good, and I have been here and watched it, and it feels really good, and it's a really cool car. So yeah, and I've raced karts before, and it look kind of similar, but also this is bigger and heavier, but also more powerful.
Yes.
So yeah.
You excited to get in the car next year?
Yeah, I'm very keen to try this out.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mille Sjöstrand and Oliver Söderström, thank you guys very much. Fredrik, I'll bring you back on again. Now, as you see now, they're getting ready to run a lap here, the first lap here for the Next Gen Cup. I want you to give me a quick rundown as I get ready. Tell me a little bit about the type of races we're going to see for this car next year, and tell me a little bit about just how you're going to charge this, because that's a big problem now with everyone, the charging and how we're going to get it charged up. Yeah. Give me a little bit about that as well.
I mean, first of all, we should get the car ready, Daniel, to drive, so you can reverse and get ready. So, I mean, we've thought of the whole package.
Right.
I mean, charging the cars is important to have a sustainable and easy solution.
Exactly.
And as I said previously, the technology is there today.
Yes.
So with our charging partner, ABB E-Mobility, we will bring the power to the racetracks, and we will charge them between the races.
Yeah.
And a lot of people question this, but the technology is there.
Of course.
It's working.
I mean,
it's working good.
Practical example right here.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, and the races will be, we have 6 race weekends. One of them is a city race in Helsingborg, together with STCC.
Yes.
All races together with STCC.
Nice.
And 2 races per weekend, practice, qualifying. And as we said, everything is included, so arrive and drive. And now we've got the beautiful car driving on the track.
That's a beautiful example of what you're saying there, is that the arrive and drive part, because you put so much work behind it to make the process simple, not only for yourselves, but also for the drivers. Was that something difficult to do, to birth that, or did you have that from the start?
I mean, the cost to drive the championship for a driver is 45,500 euros.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, because that's a big hurdle.
Exactly, and for us, we decided to have that cost because we think is reachable for the young go-kart drivers to take the step.
Right.
Obviously, this doesn't cover the cost for the whole championship,
Of course
so
not.
so we contribute a lot with partners and activities to find the rest of the funding. But we think it's important to make the step possible.
Right.
And I mean, going sustainable should also help the drivers and to find the funding for this. And as you've also mentioned, a big part for us is to help the drivers.
Yes.
So we will educate them with engineers so that they become good race drivers. From STCC and all our other programs, we've got pretty good knowledge how to develop the driver. But more important, I would say, is to do the economical racing career.
Yeah.
We will need to teach them how do we find the money.
Exactly.
So we will do that in different ways. We have a bank that will help us teach them how to start a company and so on.
I think that's my favorite part, is being able to nurture from the go-kart series to have a ladder all the way through to the top series, and that's excellent. So we have a couple of minutes left now. As you saw, the car went out on the course. So as our car is out on the course, we should be seeing it just in a couple of minutes. Give me some tech. Give me some tech for all the tech nerds out there. Give me a little bit of breakdown on this particular car. What is it like?
So the car is based on a mini electric Cooper SE, fully electric road car. So we've changed. We've put a 30 kilowatt racing bespoke FIA approved battery into the car, and also racing bespoke motor and inverter and the whole kit to make it run properly. Depending on the track, we can have between 170 and 230 horsepower. And we will run the races for 20 minutes. And one of the key things for us is to not lose power or lose performance during these 20 minutes. So we want the young drivers to push, just like Martin, our show driver, is doing right now. It's passing us on the straight. So
on the hot lap here.
It's not very loud, but you can clearly hear the motor.
It's not very loud, but it's quite quick.
And it's very, very quick. So the battery weighs 255 kilos.
Wow.
It's mounted on the passenger side on the floor. So we have extremely low center of gravity. And as you can see on the pictures here, we've got very good cornering speeds and a really nice car to drive. So I've been racing myself for many years. And I mean, I know what I would expect from what we want to expect from a race car, and we try to meet all those demands. So I mean, we're super happy with it. I've done a bit of testing in it, to be honest, which I really, really loved. And it's really nice seeing the car now out on the track, performing super well.
Perfect. So just last question before we head out here. What is it like now? Same question I asked to Kent. What is it like now, after so many years, after so much hard work, after some heartbreak, after so many things you've overcome, to see that Next Gen Cup banner behind you and see that car on the track?
I mean, it's a satisfying feeling. We also have some potential drivers here visiting today for the reveal, which is really nice. And we've worked hard. We've had some ups and downs, quite a few downs in the beginning, but we managed to overcome them. We have a good group of people involved in this project. It's not just me. We have all the Lestrup Racing team. They're here today. They've been pushing hard in the background, but in a very short time, we managed to complete the project. We're building the cars for next year. We're building 20 cars. So the work is not over.
No, absolutely not.
But we're really looking forward to have the junior drivers joining to be on the grid next year with 20 cars standing on the start-finish line.
I can't imagine. Today is a great day, but that day next year will be even better. So if anyone out there wants more knowledge on either the car, the series, or anything at all, where can they go?
So we have a webpage, nxtgencup.com, where you can find all the relevant information. You can also, as a driver, apply interest. You will be in the system.
Now, just so you know, he says drivers can apply. You don't have to be from Sweden.
Exactly. So we've had this webpage online for 2 weeks. We've had more than 35 applicants already, and a huge interest. So we're super happy. And here you have the race car.
Here we have the car back
coming
again,
back.
that beautiful
Bra,
car.
Martin.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it right here. That is the LRT NXT1 with the brand new Next Gen Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you to the STCC, who's been magnificent with us here. The Next Gen Cup, of course, Fredrik Lestrup here. I'd like to also say thank you to Mila Hustrand and Oliver Söderström. Good luck today. Also, Nikki Byrne, head of the STCC, for being out here with us. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Next Gen Cup. Welcome to the future of racing.